What's up, hit seekers? Hello, everyone. It is an incredible Saturday afternoon here in the greater Cincinnati area. I am pumped. I'm Jake Rouse, Greg's son. I know you're typically breaking with Greg, but we decided to give him the day off because we are going to break some Mosaic football. Appreciate the fill. We were able to secure some of these cello packs, which are typically a retail product, but one of the things that we really wanted to talk through, and part of the reason that I'm doing this break, is what's happening in the trading card market is pretty interesting in that you get a lot more value out of parallels and colored and different, parallels and short prints than even some autos and memorabilia cards. So what I'm getting at is that, when we look at an opportunity to do a $55 random team, it gives people more of an opportunity to get into some of the bigger teams that they may not be able to do at a pick your team price point. And B, there could be some amazing hits in here that, again, are limited just to the retail packs. So we're going to dive in. We've got 2 of these boxes of Mosaic cellos. Each one of these has 12 packs. Each pack has 3 of the pink camo prisms on top of just various inserts. And then we've still got a hobby box, which means we're still going to get 2 autos. We're still going to get tons of color. And so this should be a ton of fun. One thing I want to add to this break is that we just now previewed that later this afternoon we're going to list another case of Gold Label. We had so much fun with that break earlier last week that we got another case of it. It's incredible product. You got some nice gold parallels in it. Each box has its own Gold Label autograph, which is a framed auto. So with that, we're going to dive in here, and I'm going to walk you through what we're looking for. So these packs are pretty unique, and it's going to be a lot of ripping because each one has an outside pack on top of the packs inside. So I'm going to get to ripping first. So who's with me today? Looks like we've got about 10 or 11 people in the chat or watching us live right now. I'll also say we're trying something new. I can't promise because I'm live right now, so I don't know whether or not it's going to be good. But we are streaming for the first time ever to Instagram, so that's interesting on our Instagram page. We like to feature some of your hits on the Instagram page, so we figured let's give it a shot and see if we can't stream to it as well. Let's give it a shot here. So we got 8 people watching. I got no activity in the chat, so I'm wondering if my chat feed is actually down right now. This would be a real bummer. But one thing that I will say, so as we continue to work on Hit Seekers and all the fun stuff breaking products with you guys, one thing I'll say we're working on, and we should be able to talk about it later today. I've been in pretty, as you guys know, over the past few months as we've been getting to know you guys a little better and talking to you guys, I'm a huge advocate for grading sports cards. I just believe it's a great way. Hey Jeff, all right, we do have some chat activity. Fantastic. Hello Jeff, thanks for joining us this morning or this afternoon, depending upon where you are. Good to hear. Glad the chat is working for everybody. It makes this a lot more fun when we can talk a little bit. But what I was saying is, so I'm a huge advocate for grading sports cards. I think it's a great way to lock in value. It's a great opportunity for everyone to increase the value of hits. And we know that, sometimes being fast to grading can materially impact the overall value of your card. Should, if you're in this for, a quick flip or you're breaking to get high value cards so you can build your own PC, whatever that may be. So one thing I'll say, I've had several phone calls with members, with HitSeeker members around how they can grade their own sports card collection. And so we've been hard at work kind of building out, you know, I've written a few blog posts on it, obviously, and talked through. There we go. I'm going to save the pinks for last. I wrote a few blog posts on it and talked to several members about what, you know, how they can grade sports cards and what the process is. Well, one thing we've been pretty successful at and what we're continuing to work on, and I believe that I can announce it later today, if not today, tomorrow, is that we've actually, Hit Seekers has formed a partnership with Jared Landris and Jim Mint, and to be able to help submit cards on your behalf. And so we've basically built out a process where you'll be able to work with us here at Hit Seekers if we're breaking for you, and you get some decent hits that you want to get graded. We can send them off to Jared as a bulk sub, which means we're all going to get much better pricing. We get, you know, somewhat faster turnaround times. There's no doubt that the grading market is hands down incredibly backed up, but they get better pricing. And Jared, the guy who owns and runs Gym Mint, he has his entire ability as a direct representative at PSA, and so we'll get better service. So we're basically working through, not only will we be able to submit your cards out of a break, but we're also going to be able to, we're working on the process here, but be able for you guys, if you want us to take a look at your collection and handle the entire submission process so that you get, you know, better pricing and whatnot, we're going to be able to manage that as well. So you'll be able to ship your whatever you want to get graded directly to us. We'll manage the entire sub, get everything prepared in card savers, document everything appropriately, and then with Jared's platform, you'll be able to get text message updates throughout the entire process, which again, I just can't stress enough. There is nothing cooler than, you know, sitting at work or sitting at, you know, at dinner and getting a text message from Jim Mint that says that your grades popped. And so you're able to log in directly to the portal and say, all right, well, we're gonna basically, you know, give me a minute, pause my dinner, run over to the computer and look at your grades before you get your cards. So it's been a process in the making, but we feel pretty confident, especially as we've had several conversations with you guys, that some of these breaks that we're doing, like this one in particular, would be a prime example for us to set aside, you know, some of the cards that we think could hold a lot of value or would really grade pretty well, and submit them. So it's just something fun, something a little additional that we've been working on to kind of continue to grow the Hit Seekers experience. And I think that it could be a really nice differentiator for everybody who breaks with us. So hopefully that's interesting to you guys. Looking at the chat, it looks like it might be interesting to some of you, which is great. Fantastic here. Gonna get, you know, 2 more packs of the base, and then I'm actually going to save all of the pinks for the end of the second cello box, so that we have a little bit of more excitement around the pinks. All right, so that's cello box number 1. As I mentioned, lots of packs to open, and so we will now dive right in. All right. I want to take a moment and also say thank you. We had 2 new breakers join us today, Dave Knox and Chucky Vera. I really appreciate you guys jumping in with us. Obviously, in the month of November, if you don't get a hit, which we define as a short print, super short print, card numbered less than 50 or an auto, you're able to work through and receive your break or your entry fee back as break credit. So we want to get people, you know, more faces in, build our community. We've been thrilled with what we've done over a few months, but really excited to see how this continues to grow. So with that, we'll get diving in here. Stephon Diggs. All right, look at this first parallel here. Will to Win, Peyton Manning Mosaic Prism. Get that sleeved up here. I gotta get mine. It's a beautiful looking card. Peyton Manning. I know Nick was trying to trade the Colts there at the end, but Nick's walking away with the first hit, or at least small hit, or parallel that we have here. So let me get my sleeves out. Get that thing sleeved up. As we always do, before we ship to you, we will sleeve all rookies in parallels, whether or not I get to them right now. But we make sure that we'll sleeve them to you in a big way, so that everything arrives safely. So Russell Wilson, T.Y. Hilton, Mike Evans, green Mosaic. That's a great looking card. He's on fire. I mean, I'm telling you, the Buccaneers may not lose another game, which I think is really great for Tom Brady. I'm heavily invested in his rookie cards, so I'm hoping he can maybe pull out another Super Bowl victory. Julian Edelman, AJ Green, Chris Jones, Keenan Allen, got game. Calais Campbell, Pro Bowl. A couple of these flipped over here. I'm going to get this turned. Daniel Hunter, Derrick Henry, Marquise Brown, Jordy Nelson. All right, Sam Darnold, silver hollow. That's a great, man, that's clean. That's really, these cards, I know a lot of people are like, Mosaic is a money grab by Panini to come after introduce a new product. I think the Mosaic cards are the most gorgeous cards on the market. I really do. Jerry Jeudy rookie. Eli Manning, Howie Long, Julius Peppers. I think the Mosaic cards are great. They look beautiful in slabs. I've actually got. I'll do a live stream when I get my graded card order back. I've got an order of about 100 cards sitting at PSA that just moved into the grading stage. So I'm pretty excited about those. Ed Reed, silver. Get that sleeved up. For the Ravens. Ravens are going to Anthony Puente. Terry Bradshaw. Let's see, we got a bunch of them. All of them are upside down. Okay. Eddie George, Lawrence Taylor, Brett Favre. Deshaun Watson Mosaic. That's a beautiful card. They've had a really rough year, unfortunately, but still a really nice looking card. Fitzgerald, Morgan, Keenan Allen. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Touchdown Masters, Silver Prism, Tom Brady. The Mosaic variation. So kind of they indicate that as a prism. And then right behind it, you got Chase Young NFL debut, which is great. Again, going after all the rookies that we can. There we go. Again for Nick. Jonathan Taylor Green, NFL debut. Jonathan Taylor Green. Nick and the Colts spot that he was trying to give away there at the end. He's gotten two nice little parallels. NFL debut color. Gotta love that. Get that up on the showcase. J.K. Dobbins. We'll get sleeved up. Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, and Marquise Brown green. The green, the parallels, the green parallels are beautiful. I think they're, I mean, honestly, the Mosaic cards in general are just incredible looking. Damn, I think we already went through these, didn't we? Yeah, we already went through this. All right. On to stack number 2. Daniel Jones, Darren Walker, Marlon Mack, Tyler Eifert. Ooh, Flea Flicker. This is a retail base insert that's not available in the hobby box. The Flea Flicker. It's pretty cool. Marshawn Lynch, Russell Williams, and DK Metcalf. Got a Cam Akers NFL debut. TJ Watt, Kyler Murray, Jonathan Kinlaw, green for the San Francisco 49ers. Niners going to Dave Knox. Nice hit, Dave. It's the image variation too. They did their college uniforms as an image variation on some of these cards, which is pretty neat. So it makes it just a little bit shorter print run there. Ed Reed, Jeff Okudah image variation. Charles Woodson, Brian Dawkins, Oh, there we go. Jake Fromm, green, Mosaic for the Bills, and Matt Hamilton. Matt Hamilton, nice hit for some color rookies. You got to love that. Get that in a case and up on our showcase as well. We still got the pinks to go through. Quite a bit more cards, too. Peyton Manning. Ah, there we go. Our first Tua. Tua Tagovailoa going to Dave Knox in the new breaker spot. New beginner's luck, Dave. That's fantastic. Gotta love it. See if we can't pull some more Tua as well. And then we obviously got to get some Burrow action. Some Herbert action. Got to go for it all. Devontae Parker, Steve Young, Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, Joshua Kelly Hollow, Silver Hollow. Those can be used interchangeably. It's a nice looking card. Sean Watson Pro Bowl, Gronk, Evans, Darius Leonard, Brian Urlacher Silver, Mosaic Prism. It's a nice looking Hall of Fame. Todd Gurley, Touchdown Masters, Kinlaw, Aaron Darnold, George Kittle, Calvin Johnson, DK Metcalf, Jonathan Taylor, NFL debut. Moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead and take a second to sleeve up these rookies while we're sitting here, because I want their surfaces to be nice when if anybody does want to grade them. All right, still got a little bit left in cello box number 1, and then like I said, I'm going to save all the pink packs when I open up cello box number 2, so that we can go through them all at one time and see what kind of rookies we can pull out of the camo packs. Pink camo. They're pretty beautiful. All right. The other thing I'm really looking for is I've watched a few of these breaks. Panini seems to have put the Genesis variation in cellos this year, which again, the Genesis variation is just gorgeous. Hopefully we hit one. Donovan McNabb, Marino, Dwight, Mayfield, Barkley, Manning, Bosa, Michelle, Barry Sanders, Jordy Nelson, green, Julio Jones, will to win, T. Higgins. T. Higgins is shaping up to be quite the receiver with Joe Burrow. I think they've got a really nice career together. Here's a Flea Flicker Silver. Fantastic looking silver Mosaic Prism. Tom Brady, Mike Evans, and Ronald Jones. This is a cool looking card. When you guys grade, is it? Oh, Dan, is it PSA always? And then look, oh, another Tua NFL debut. Fantastic. Dan, to answer your question about grading, so there are 3 companies that are worthwhile. In fact, if you hit our website, I wrote a blog post on this. There's BGS. I'm going to toss this on the Tua stand, but I'm going to put it behind the base. There's BGS, which is Beckett. There's SGC, and then there's PSA. To me, because the market, and if you map it and you actually look at the blog post I did, I kind of show you how the market, using a tool that I subscribe to, how the market reacts to oh, we got one! Oh, look at that. Jerry Rice Genesis insert for the 49ers. That is beautiful. Fantastic. Oh, man, I'm so glad we hit one of these. I think they tell you that the Genesis cards are short printed to it may even be 20, maybe 100. I'm not sure, but that's a huge hit. Nice hit, Dave Knox. First time breaker, hitting some Tuas. Jerry Rice Genesis. Nice job. That's so cool. I'm going to toss that as the hit king. We'll see if it stays there, but that is a gorgeous card. Awesome. So back to what I was saying, Dan. Some Touchdown Masters and Cole Kmet. I personally only grade with PSA, and here's why. And so we will only be doing PSA submission, not Beckett or SGC. There are people who do both. Julius Peppers, green. Will to win, Russell Wilson. Jake Fromm, rookie card. There are people who will submit to BGS and SGC, Thurman Thomas. We are going to focus only on PSA. The reason being is that PSA holds the most value overall. It commands about 65% of the entire grading market is PSA. And so because the pricing is pretty much the same, Rob Gronkowski, Barry Sanders, and AJ Terrell, because the pricing and the time backlogs are pretty much the same for all of them, meaning Beckett and SGC are also backlogged. And I'm going to be very clear when you guys see us make this post. Again, it'll either be today or tomorrow, depending upon how this break goes. But I'm going to be pretty clear with everybody that the backlog is real. 45-day submissions. They really need to come up with better names for how they're going to name their timelines. But 45-day submissions are taking about 6 months from start to finish. 20-day submissions are pretty much on time, meaning they're 20 business days. But there's obviously receiving and all of that. So I think my 20-day submissions are usually taking about 2 months from start to finish. And then 10-day submissions are taking about 1 month from start to finish. But your grades are popping in that 10 business day time frame. And which makes sense. I mean, all the grading companies, what they're doing is they're obviously optimizing to the people that are willing to pay more because they make higher margins on 10-day submissions because they're more expensive. But for us, we're going to really focus on PSA again because the market is there, and the relationship that I've built with Jim Mint. There's no one else in bulk subs that has a software platform that live updates you as they're moving through the process. So because of that, we're just going to focus on PSA. But if you are interested in BGS or SGC, I'm sure I could point you in the direction of somebody who can help you with that. So we're going to dive into box number 2 here, and then I'm going to open up all the pig packs as we go. But I'm glad we got a Genesis already. Got some Tua in the first box. No Burrow, no Herbert, but we still got a lot to go. Do any of you guys currently grade cards? I think we got about 20 people watching. Do you guys currently grade cards, and are you managing the submission on your own? Because that was one of the big takeaways that I got in the short period. I mean, we launched Hit Seekers in July, so in this short 3.5 month period, one of the big things that I got is that there's a big knowledge gap, and that it's kind of scary to send off cards that could potentially have high values to someone you don't trust, and trust them to send them on to PSA, and then trust them to get them back to you. And then it's just scary. And so if you think about some of these grading fees as well, I mean, my 10-day subs are like, $50 a card. So you can, if you're not trusting what you're doing, you can really, really spend a lot of money and not see the return. That's one thing we're going to offer as part of the overall service. Oh, Iron Sports Cards. I'm not familiar with them, but I'll definitely look into them. But one thing that we're going to offer as part of the service is kind of helping you, basically myself going through your collection or whatever you submit, and telling you what we think it will pre-grade so that you can make the right decision on how to submit it if you submit it at all. Because, you're able to, I've done enough grading in the past 6 months now that I can pretty much guess going through my process, usually within a grade that, it'll at least give you an idea of whether or not you submit it. And if you do submit it, what time frame you submit it in. Like for instance, I've currently have a couple of Tom Brady rookie cards sitting at PSA. I submitted them 10-day, and I submitted them 10-day not because I want to get them back quickly, but because I think that they should at least PSA 9, and I don't want the upcharge. But all of that, my plan is to post this kind of introduction of what we're going to do, and then have a live stream with all of our membership. And I'm actually thinking about having Jared join that live stream. I'm not quite sure on that yet, but have a live stream with our membership where you guys can just ask questions. We can kind of talk about the graded card market and answer all the initial questions with what we're doing. So should be fun. Again, just something I think about, because I think I've told you guys I personally break quite a bit, and so when I do, I'm typically going after. So like if I'm breaking it all in any of these products, I'm trying to buy the Bengals, I'm trying to buy the Dolphins, because I really want the Burrows, the Tuas, the Herberts to send off to PSA. And so when I do that, what I noticed, like for instance, Mosaic, if you were able to get your case break of Mosaic and buy all the Bengals cards, if you could submit those to PSA virtually and be some of the first PSA 10s or 9s back, the value of those, because the supply is so low, is massive. And then what you can do, what makes it fun, is you can sell them. So what you would do, like for instance, and I'm thinking about this for when Prism comes out, because I've told you guys we've secured a case of Prism football, and so you're thinking about this for when Prism comes out and how we can deliver value to our membership on a product that is as high end as Prism. I mean, it's pre-selling at $1,000 a hobby box, which is just crazy. But we know that after the hobby box, after they release and pre-sale is up, we've been hearing from our distributors that the prices are going to jump to $1,500 a box. And so when you think about that, how do you play that to be able to try to, make it a game? So the thought process is, if we can break Prism with you guys, so that we're some of the first people to break it, and then submit it to PSA on your behalf, so that you have some of the first PSA 9s, 10s, graded cards of key players. You can sell those really quickly, and then turn around in the off season and buy them back. Because the market fluctuates. And when we go live to talk about the graded card market, I actually subscribe to a tool called Sports Card Investor, and what they do is they actually chart eBay sales like stocks, and so you can actually watch what happens over time to key players across key monuments that happen within their time frame, and chart how that reacts to their card prices. So it's going to be pretty fun. Going to be a bit of an undertaking, but I think it'll be a great value for all of us. To answer your questions, first thing I'll say, unfortunately I only see Facebook users, so I'm sorry about that I can't address you by name. But to answer your questions, do I send in cards for grading worth only a certain dollar amount? Yes and no. So here's a prime example of what that means. First, yes, in that I really only, so let me back up a second. Trying to chew gum and walk at the same time as we're ripping this. It's fun, but it's challenging. So I think I've told you guys this before. My PC, my personal collection, is 100% PSA 10 graded rookies. It's what I like to create. It's what I like to collect. There are certain players where it's worth grading more than just their rookie card. The GOATs, Tom Brady. Oh, Nick, fantastic. And Anthony, good. I'm glad to see that. Tom Brady, for instance, is a great opportunity. Like, I would grade every Tom Brady card that comes out of Mosaic. Why? Because this is the first time Panini's ever released Mosaic. So it's all of these players' first Mosaic cards, which has some value in and of itself. And so that's pretty interesting to watch. The other thing that I'll say is that there are some players that I'm speculating on. So I live in Cincinnati. I'm a big Reds fan. I'm a big Bengals fan. I submitted no less than I want to say 60 or 70 Shogo Akiyama rookie cards from various sets this year. Now, I submitted them 45-day, so they're the cheapest grading option that I have. But I submitted them because I'm hearing a lot of talk that Shogo could be the next Ichiro. And so I'd rather have them graded in case that does happen. So we'll walk through, when we do a live stream on grading, we'll walk through all of that. But like this card right here, this Tom Brady is just a base Tom Brady card, but it's also his first Mosaic card, and it's his first Mosaic Buccaneers card. So I'd probably grade it. I wouldn't expect it to jump to $500 or $600, but even then, it's a base card that a PSA 10 you could probably sell for 100, 150 bucks. So it's pretty interesting. The question on who the 49er is up there, so I'll show you real quick. That is a Jerry Rice Genesis parallel, and we were just talking about wanting to hit the Genesis. I think Panini didn't say they were only in cello packs, but I think that they were only in cello packs because I've only ever seen them pulled out of cello packs. And we've opened more than a case of Mosaic with you guys, and we haven't hit one yet. So I think that's probably safe to say that they're only in cellos. So hopefully we get another one here. All right. So as we continue to dive away at this, we got some color here we'll sleeve up. And then we're going to have about 25 pink packs to go through, which is awesome. How many cards would you recommend sending at once? Great question about that. What I'll say is think about the worst case scenario and what your long-term plan is. So what I mean by that is, this is a Hall of Fame Michael Irvin Silver. It's a beautiful looking card. Randy Moss, Rob Woodson. What I mean by that in thinking about your overall plan and how that plays out is, you got an MVP Genesis and a Blaster. That's awesome. So maybe it's just retail product, not just cellos, but retail as well. Sell it to me. What I was saying is that, here we go. NFL debut green, Henry Ruggs III for the Raiders. It's a beautiful looking card. Going to Jim Gohannigan. But back to the question. The question was, how many cards do you send it at once? So what I'll say, and again, we can talk about this, and I'll help you through this process as we do it. Think about the worst case scenario, meaning what's your long-term plan? Is it just to PC the graded cards? Because if it is, that's perfectly fine. But when you get them back, the beauty of the whole process is you don't have to pay for the cards until they're graded and come back. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I think we already went through these. I grabbed the wrong stack. Sorry, guys. What that means is that, Clyde Edwards, Hilaire, Randall Cunningham, Aikman, Ed Reed. What that means is that if you're only PCing, your graded cards and you ship off, 100 to 200 at a time, and you get them all back at once, that means you're going to have a $2,000 to $4,000 grading bill. And so if your plan isn't to sell those cards right away, you got to plan your cash flow. That's one thing that I've not done very well at, to be honest. I've got no less than 600 cards sitting at PSA, and I have pretty much stopped buying because I've got so much of my cash flow tied up in PSA, sitting at PSA, that I'm like, all right, I got to wait for some of these to come back so that I can sell them and move them into cards that I really want. So that's one thing that I would not recommend doing is having that many cards sitting at PSA at once because it's challenging. So anyway, take a look, and we'll publish pricing and all that as well, so you'll be able to look at it and say, hey, this is what I'm comfortable sending in, and you got that. So can I also send you cards that I already have in my collection for grading? Yes. So that's one thing we're going to offer, is that you'll be able to submit your cards to us. We will look through your cards and give them a pre-grade. There's another Tua. Look at that. We still need some Burrow, though. I don't think we've gotten a single Burrow yet. So I'm hoping we got one in here. So what I was saying is that, yes, we are going to, we'll offer a review service and prep service for all of the cards, but what we'll do is if you want to send your collection to us, we're going to review them and pre-grade them and tell you, yeah, hey, this is great. This is good looking. Oh, there we go. There we go. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, NFL debut silver, going to the Chiefs, and Chiefs going to Derek Simon. Nice hit, Derek. Those hollows are beautiful. It's a great looking card. He is a great running back, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, so we'll walk you through the whole process, and then a Jalen Rager. We'll walk you through the whole process. We'll give it a pre-grade. That pre-grade is meant to tell you, hey, what submission service level you want, whether or not you want to submit the card at all, and so on and so forth. So I think that there's a lot of value in getting a pre-grade. And if I had not been doing this so much, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. But now that I've been doing, submitting cards and grading them and selling them and trading them and building up my own PC, I think it should be a nice value add for everybody. And yeah, Derek, it is a sweet CH card. You gotta love the silvers, man. All right, so we still got a little stack left of the base, and then we're gonna rip open the pinks, which again, the pinks are why cellos are cool, because you're guaranteed at least. I think each pack has 3, so I think we're getting 72 pink camos, which are fantastic. And again, like I said, this is a very gradable product, so if that's what you're in it for the long term, this type of break for $55 a team. And we mixed in a hobby box too, which I'm excited about. Like, we're always trying to think, and like I said, we're always taking feedback from you guys. So if you want to see different products, different price points, please message us. Let us know. We want to break, as much as possible. We're pretty consistently filling 4 breaks a week, which is great. And our thought is that, as we keep growing the membership, we'll keep adding more breaks and continuing to get it to a point where everybody is happy with what we're offering. So, all right, little stack left. Well, 2 more stacks left. The Honey Badger Silver. Got Game Aaron Donald. Rager NFL debut. Hill, Rogers, McCaffrey. There we go. So this is a prime example right here. You guys mentioned, like, what do you grade? This silver got game. Yeah, it's an insert Lamar Jackson. But depending upon how you believe his prospects are, that's probably worth grading. Maybe 45 day. I mean, again, it's not going to be a $500 card, but it's a short print variation of a first-year product that I think, could hold some value. Nick, have a great day, buddy. Appreciate you jumping in as always. Oh, the 2020 Leaf Wrestling cards. Dan, that could be a fun break. I don't know that me nor my dad know anything about wrestling, but oh, here we go. Look at that. Touchdown Masters Mosaic Patrick Mahomes. Nice hit, Derek, for the Chiefs. That's fantastic. So you got a silver and a Mosaic Touchdown Masters for Mahomes. That's awesome. I'm going to get that up there, and we're just going to do a Chiefs stand here. Gibson, Conley Green, T.J. Watt, Mike Evans, Jordy Nelson, Josh Allen. Oh, another Tua. 4 Tuas. No Burrow yet. Where's Burrow? He must be in the pink packs. I'm hopeful that he's sitting in the pink packs. So we can get. I really want to pull some Burrow for Joe. So let's see. Last stack here of the cellos, and then we'll move into the pinks. Marshawn Lattimore silver. Laviska Shenault. I think we're all upside down. We are. Robert Woods, Drew Brees. T.J. Watt Mosaic. Le'Veon Bell. Tom Brady MVP. Lamar Jackson will to win. Clyde Edwards-Helaire base. Jerome Bettis, Michael Vick, Ezekiel Elliott, green. Oh, there's our first Burrow. NFL debut, Joe Burrow. Going to Joe. Joe for Joe. There we go. We're going to get Burrow up on our showcase here so that we are able to show him off. You can't see him there. Get in there. There we go. So we got some greens, some parallels, Garoppolo, Honey Badger, Philip Lindsay, silver, McFarland, Rudolph, Allstott, and Andrews. All right. I'm going to sleeve up this color, open up our pink packs, and then jump to our hobby box. The beauty of the hobby box is that it's only 10 packs. So 15 cards per pack, much less opening, which is great for me and I think great for all of you as well. All right. They're pretty cards. Yeah, only 6 cards per box, which, oh, the Leaf Wrestling. Yeah. Those higher end products are tough, and we struggle with that, Dan, to be honest. We were actually, my dad and I were just talking before this break about what to list for tomorrow. We went with Gold Label because that's just a fun baseball product, and those gold framed autos are gorgeous. It's a small checklist, so again, if you're into grading and you want some of the baseball rookies, that's a great product to get because you should get 2 or 3 of each of the rookies at least. But the higher end stuff is a little more difficult. Like we did triple threads by trying to make it so that everybody at least gets a card by spreading it out. Because the last thing we want is to get people who get skunked. It's just not a good experience for you guys. So we always try to figure out the formats that keep the price points reasonable, but also allow you to get something that is a big hit. In an ideal world, we continue to grow this membership so that we end up with doing Transcendent, which to me is just the mecca of baseball cards. Like I want to buy that case. It's a $30,000 case of baseball cards, and it's got like 300 cards in it. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anybody break that. But I would highly recommend it if you maybe it's on YouTube, if you look at a Transcendent break. Those products, I think there's actually a new Transcendent coming out in November. We will not be participating in that one yet, but we will be participating in one in the future. So, all right, let's keep going here. Quite a bit of opening. See if we can't get some Burrow, some Tua. Again, these pink parallels, we want what we can. Oh, yeah. Flawless, I'll tell you, Flawless is one of those products that we are going to break. We will get in on that. That's about a $2,000 case. I think each box has 12 cards, I think, in it. It is the highest of high end. We will break that, and when we do break it, we will break it in hit draft format. And so hit draft format is pretty cool. It's where we'll show off all the hits, and then we're going to randomize a draft order, and everybody in the break is going to basically line up as a draft and pick their hit. So everybody will at least get a card. That we're going to start that with Flawless Football, which doesn't come out until next year. We try to avoid, I think if you guys are staying up on what's coming out and the products that are recent, you'll notice that there's actually a collegiate Flawless right now that's out and circulating. Unless you guys tell us otherwise, which again, you're always welcome to comment, we post a lot of polls asking you guys to tell us what you want to rip and what you want to break. We try to avoid collegiate product altogether, basketball and football, just because collegiate product their values tend to drop off really significantly once the professional jerseys come out. And so we just try to be somewhat, cautious of that. Specifically, trying to make sure that when we're breaking with you guys that you're getting your best bang for the buck. Now, if there's ever interest in a collegiate product, we'll certainly break it for you guys, but we would want to hear that from you before we just toss it out. Just a few more packs to open. Sorry, it's there's a lot of ripping in the cello boxes, but again, I'm hoping that you can kind of see with all the color that we've gotten, the base rookies that we've gotten at $55 a team. This is a really great value play to be able to build up a collection of a product that I think is pretty fantastic. So 4 more it looks like, and then the hobby box. Start collecting again. All the products that are out. So your best bet to find all the products that are out, what I look at the most, cardboardconnection.com. Fantastic website that has all the checklists, details the parallels, shows you what they have, and basically allows you to know everything that's out there. We actually typically post the link to the page of each individual break that we're posting when we do the preview, so that you guys know what you're getting yourselves into. Cardboard Connection is the best place to go. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody, on the pinks. Hopefully we get some fantastic ones. Starting off with Baker Mayfield. These are just gorgeous. Look at them. Just beautiful. McLaurin, J.K. Dobbins rookie, Barry Sanders, Sam Darnold, Jerry Jeudy NFL debut, Honey Badger, Marshawn Lynch. Oh, there we go. Tua break. NFL debut Tua, pink Mosaic. Get that sleeved up. This has been a heck of a Tua break. Congrats, Dave. Thanks for jumping in your first break with us. I think it's been a good one for you, to say the least. Josh Allen, Jordy Nelson, Peppers, DK Metcalf, Keyshawn Vaughn, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, rookie card, Luke Kuechly, Cole Kmet, Terry Bradshaw, Peyton Manning. Let's see, we'll break these into 2. Jeff Saturday, Deebo Samuel, Dan Marino, OBJ, Lynn Bowden Jr. going to the Raiders. Raiders to Jim Gohannigan. It's a nice hit. Dalvin Cook, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Lock. Okay, one little stack left. And then we move on to the hobby box. Elway, Hill, Earl Thomas, Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, Cole Kmet, Jamal Anderson, Pro Bowl Lamar, pink. Get that one sleeved up. Van Jefferson, Marlon Mack, CeeDee Lamb, NFL debut for the Cowboys. Cowboys to Jeff Renshaw. It's a nice hit. Jalen Ramsey and Joshua Kelly. All right. So biggest hit out of the pinks was the Tua. Seems to be a Tua break, but we do still have a hobby box, so plenty of opportunity left for everybody else. I'd like to see if we can pull one of those stained glass cards out of this hobby box. All right. Put these sleeved up. We did get a Genesis, though, which I'm excited about. T. Higgins. All right. One more box to go. We'll go hobby here, which is going to be awesome. All right, so in the hobby box, we're getting 2 autos and at least, I can't remember what it is. It's a good chunk of parallels as well. There it is, 5 silvers and 15 Mosaic prisms on average. we pulled some monster stuff out of hobby boxes. Primarily, we pulled the 201 of 1, which was a monster hit. We have been really successful at pulling 1 of 1s recently. In fact, we've 5 1 of 1s and 4 breaks. It'd be nice to keep that going. Maybe we'll do it here. See how that goes. I'd like to get some Herbert as well. Haven't seen much Herbert or much Burrow. See if we can't make that happen. We've also got some other upcoming products that we're working on. So one thing we've got is a full case of XR football, which is a really fun product. Reminds me a lot of Phoenix. It's kind of a higher end product. What's cool, interesting about that product is it's got 15 boxes per case. And so what we're talking about doing is our first ever like break battle. So break them up into 2 7-box half cases, assign point values to the hits, parallels, hits, autos, relics, and the half case that scores the highest will get the 15th box. So be on the lookout that we've got that sitting here. We'll probably get that listed next week. So I'm excited to get that out. We'll probably list that. My guess is we'll list the first one tomorrow for Monday, assuming that Gold Label sells out. We've been pretty successful at selling out Saturday for Sunday, so we'll watch how that goes. And as it goes, be on the lookout for XR coming right after. All right, guys, last box. It's our hobby box of Mosaic. And good luck to everybody. We'll do a quick recap when we're done. I'm excited to see what we pull out of this. And so that is, let's do a half here. Kinlaw Silver. I think that's the second one of those we got. Ooh, Drew Brees Red. That's a gorgeous card. I don't think it's numbered. No, the Reds are not numbered. And then these are all upside down. Oh my goodness! I don't want to preview that too much. Joe, you're going to be pretty happy. Chase Claypool, rookie. Lamar Jackson, MVP. DeAndre Swift, rookie. Jordan Love, NFL debut. Curtis Martin, Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo. Patty Mahomes, base. Again, that's another card as we were talking about grading. I would grade these cards because it's his first Mosaic. And I think there's going to be some value in that. And here we go, Joe Burrow, Mosaic Silver. That's a hit right there, buddy. Congrats, Joe Martella. Sad it wasn't pink, but the silver is actually worth more. So I'm glad we got one for you. Nice hit. Nice hit. That's actually going to unseat Jerry Rice in the hit king. So we're gonna take this, put that there, put our Genesis Jerry Rice there, and wow, what a hit. That's fantastic. Staubach, Stairmasters, Julio Jones, these are upside down. Ayuk, Randy Moss, Henry Ruggs, Mark Andrews. All right. Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. Finally. All right, here we go. Keep on going. Michael Thomas, Denzel Mims, Henry Ruggs, NFL debut. Zach Ertz, Marshall Faulk, Tom Brady base, John Brown, Deshaun Watson, Allstott, Taysom Hill, Jacobs, Josh Allen, Devontae Adams, Khalil Mack. Holy cow! Tom Brady silver for the Bucks. Bucks going to Mike Phillips. That's a hit right there. And the surface looks really clean. Couple print dimples, but that's a beautiful card. Maybe a little off center, but holy cow, that's a hit. That is a really fantastic card. We're gonna bump Jonathan Taylor for that. Actually, that's beautiful. Nice hit for the Bucks. Roquan Smith, numbered to 99, blue, to the Bears. Bears are going to Jeff Renshaw. It's a beautiful looking card, Jeff. The blue on blue. Get that in the case. All right. Michael Thomas, Joe Mixon, Queen, Chase Claypool, Derek Brown, Jerry Rice. Still haven't even hit our autos yet, and the color's just been fantastic. Still have 2 autos coming. All right. What could they be? Hopefully they're monsters. Aaron Donald, George Kittle, Kevin King, David Montgomery, Carlos Hyde, silver. Marquise Brown. Yeah, to answer your question, I would probably grade that Brady Hollow. Again, not with the expectations that that card is going to be worth thousands of dollars, but that if you sell it raw, and I don't know the value, but I'm guessing if you sell it raw right now, you're probably selling it for 50 or 60 bucks. I'm not positive, but that's my guess. And if you grade it and he wins another Super Bowl, there's our first hit. Auto, Willie Gault. Willie Gault for the Bears. And so what you're doing is, you know, again, if he wins another Super Bowl, it could be a, you know, $300, $400 card. So I think it's probably worth grading. We'll want to take a look at it again, but ooh, there we go. CeeDee Lamb red. CeeDee Lamb red for the Cowboys. See if we can get that in focus there. It's a nice looking card. Cowboys going to Jeff Renshaw. Nice hit, Jeff. And so I anticipate as well that, again, once we get into Prism, like that's where we should really start being able to pick up some nice grading. Braylon Edwards as well, because those Prism cards are the ones that are going to be, you know, Prism is the rookie card, so it's maintained its crown as the rookie card, and so I anticipate that will continue, especially as the hobby prices go up. Kareem Hunt, Julio Jones, Matthew Stafford, Taysom Hill silver. Ooh, this is a nice card. I love the white variation. This is a TJ Watt white. The whites are numbered to 25. TJ Watt white, numbered to 25. It's a nice looking card. I mean, the whites are just, the parallels are kind of crazy. You know, I was looking at trying to collect the Joe Burrow rainbow. And, oh, there we go. Russell Wilson swagger silver. That's a nice hit. Nice hit for the Seahawks and Chucky Vera. Nice job, Chucky, in your first break with us. I appreciate you jumping in. Glad we were able to get you a nice little short print here. It's a gorgeous card. We'll get him up on the showcase next to Patty Mahomes. Jerry Jeudy. Oh, Joe Burrow base. So that's where Burrows were hiding, Joe. They were hiding in the hobby box. I'm glad we were able to get you the base and the silver, all for the nice price of $55. That's fantastic. Devontae Parker, Rob Gronkowski, Tony Gonzalez, Ricky Williams silver. Landon Collins red. Mahomes Stairmasters insert. AJ Dillon, Isaiah Simmons. All right, one little stack left here, guys, and we're still doing auto. So I am fingers crossed that we're going to hit a big one. I'm excited about what could come. Lynn Dawson. And we did! J.K. Dobbins. Rookie autograph silver. That's a hit right there for the Ravens. Ravens going to Anthony Puente. That is fantastic. I'm so glad we hit a rookie auto. I like, you know, don't get me wrong. I think when they put base card or vet autos, it's nice. But sometimes when they put auto checklists and they're like really historic vets, like I kind of question why. I think I pulled like a Bob Lilly auto out of a personal box once, and I'm like, I'm just kind of disappointed in this. J.K. Dobbins, rookie auto. Nice hit. We're going to dump Fromm for that. Get the rookie auto up there. Coming right after it here, silver Jonathan Taylor, rookie NFL debut. It's a nice silver card. Gotta love that. Going to Nick, who did not want them, or wanted to trade them rather. Jordy Nelson red. Stairmasters, A.J. Dillon, Cam Akers base, Jalen Hurts NFL debut, Richard Sherman, Lamar Jackson base, Leonard Fournette. All right, here we go. Oh, look at this, back to back. Chase Young silver, Chase Young red. Back to back for the Washington football team, and the Washington football team are going to Joe Martella. Joe, look at that. You've had a heck of a break, man. Thanks for jumping in. You got the Burrows, you got the Chase Youngs color, and then immediately after it, we get another really nice hit. This has been a heck of a break. Holy cow. So next we got Tua Tagovailoa blue chip for Dave Knox, first time breaker. Dave's getting all kinds of Tuas. Nice hit, man. All right, we still have another stack to go. Mahomes MVP, Jordan Love, and all the rookies. This is a supply eater. We should have charged a $5 upcharge for the sleeves and cases we're using. This is going to eat through a bunch of supplies, which is fantastic. That means we're getting all the hits. All right, small little stack here. Howie Long, Donovan McNabb, Luke Kuechly silver. Yeah, it is an incredible Tua break, no doubt. And I mean, and an incredible Burrow break. I know we only got 3 cards, but trust me, I've been buying up those silver cards, and they're going for $250 a piece. So I've been buying them up to grade them and try to build out a nice little collection off eBay. Eason rookie, Eason NFL debut back to back. Zach Moss, Marino, Bosa, Michelle, and Tannehill. All right, guys. Well, we've got a heck of a showcase here. I'm gonna get this color sleeved up real quick. If you can bear with me for like 5 minutes, we'll go through the showcase, and I'll walk you through how we did. I think the hits were spread out. The only one that I'm disappointed we didn't see any of was Herbert. I didn't see any Herbert. Could have very well missed him, and we'll certainly go back and, like I said, when we sort and ship, we obviously sleeve anything that we missed of value. So if it's not getting sleeved now, it will be sleeved later. But I didn't see any Herberts. I did see plenty of Tua, plenty of Burrow. Nice Chiefs break as well. So what do you guys think? You want to do another one of these? I think this price point, this value, the format. I mean, I know it's the random team is tough, and you're obviously trusting yourself to a bit of luck, but I think this spread itself out enough that, you know, we could do this a couple more times and have some fun with it. So let me know what you think, and if you'd rather see this as a pick your team format or a random format in the future, because I know we almost bought a case of the solo boxes, because again, knowing what these cards are going for graded, and kind of the fact that you do get those guaranteed pinks, you know, we think that there's a lot of value at that price point for those solo boxes as well. So, all right, I'm gonna just a few more cards here left to sleeve. Giants got to be the worst team to get. I don't know, Giants or the Jets. The Jets are the unfortunate random team. I was talking to some friends the other day, and they asked me. I thought it was hilarious. They said, "Do you think the Jets lose in practice?" Which I thought was hilarious because they're really, really, really bad. All right, a couple more sleeves needed. MVPs. Chase Claypool. Drew Brees red. And the Kenlaw silver. All right. So let's do a quick recap here. As I mentioned, be on the lookout for the post about grading. We're going to make that happen, again, either today or tomorrow. I haven't quite determined yet, but we have a ton, just a ton of rookies, color, all kinds of things, equally spread out amongst key teams. So really excited for all of you when you do get your shipment. This is all very, again, varying quality, but just all the rookies that are amazing to grab in a break like this. We got some awesome Chase Young, which these need to be put in this top loader, which they weren't done yet. And all right, so here's the showcase. All right, Chase Young got the silver and the red. They're back to back in the Hobby Path box, which was awesome. And AJ Dillon that didn't make the rookie sleeve. Yeah, so what I'll tell you is, again, we try to sleeve everything on camera right away. But when we sort everything, again, and you can go back in the group and look at some of the posting pictures. We ask members, obviously, tell us if you like what you receive. But we sleeve and case everything when they get to you. So don't worry about that. It will get hit. Heck of a Tua break. Ended up with 6 total Tuas. NFL debut pink, 2 base NFL debut, and 1 blue chip. Fantastic for Dave Knox, first time breaker. Joe Burrow came through in the hobby box, base and silver mosaic. Fantastic. Just some awesome color here. A couple of nice Bears hits. Willie Galt and Raycon Smith at a 99. This TJ Watt for the Steelers at a 25. Nice looking hit. Some color rookies, NFL debut, Jake Fromm, Henry Ruggs III, NFL debut. You got some really nice Chiefs hit as well. Patrick Mahomes, silver mosaic. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, NFL debut hollow. We got the Russell Wilson mosaic swagger card for the Seahawks. And first-time breaker Chucky Vera. J.K. Dobbins, rookie autograph, silver mosaic. Nice hit for the Ravens. Ravens going to Anthony Puente. We got the Tom Brady silver hollow in the Buccaneers uniform, which is an awesome hit for the Bucs and Mike Phillips. Jerry Rice, Genesis. Oh, we got an NFL debut, Joe Burrow. I forgot about that one. 3 Burrows. Jerry Rice, Genesis mosaic card, which, again, I just think is the most beautiful of the parallels. They're just great looking. And that'll do it for us. Again, thanks a ton for the fill, everybody. Really appreciate the time. Be on the lookout. Again, grading post information is coming either today or tomorrow. Full case of Topps Gold Label is going to list at 2 p.m. Eastern. I am excited for that one as well. Also has some gradable rookies in it. Again, thanks so much for spending some time with us this Saturday afternoon. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you all very soon. Take care, guys.